Ladies and gentlemen, this story really kind of hits near and dear to my heart because I know my mom and dad were foster parents and raised foster kids for a large number of years. So I want to shout my parents out. I love them. Definitely appreciate a lot of the things that they have tried to help and contribute to our society and to our world. But you know, it's crazy when we have to have this foster system just because you have parents that are irresponsible or put themselves in a position where they can't take care of their children. Those children need to be taken from them, and they need to be either just stuck perpetually in the system until they get grown or until they get placed in an alleged home, in someone's home. And a lot of times those people are only using those children for the benefit they can collect from those children. And we call that hashtag babies for benefits. I want you guys to hear about the torture and abuse that these individuals, not one, not two, not three, not four, but I think it's five, if I'm not mistaken. 5 individuals. Let me get these fools up on my screen, these country bumpkins, these nasty son of a guns. These individuals right here. A family of 5 of Carroll County. I don't know where Carroll County, that's Carrollton, GA, so Georgia. Let me get their face back up on the screen. They are being charged in connection to a child abuse investigation involving a foster child. So brace yourselves for this one. According to arrest reports, the investigation began in June after a young girl was reported as a runaway from the house. So we are thankful that this girl was able to make it away from her abusers. That's a great thing. So it sounds like this girl was probably just big enough to be able to speak for herself and partially defend herself by being able to get away from this house. So that's a good thing. A Carroll County Sheriff deputy was on his way home on Paynes Lake Road when Carrollton police officers reported being with the child whose age has not been disclosed. The couple living in the home, Edward and Elizabeth Holmes. Let me see if I can get them up on the screen. Right here. They just got some pedophile, rapist looking face. It just looks like the type of people you wouldn't want to leave your dog or your pets around. Ain't no telling what type of crap they would do to your pets, let alone a human being. But this, from my understanding, is Edward and Elizabeth Holmes, and they reported the girl had run away several times, but they typically found her in the area and did not report the incidents to law enforcement. The deputy noted that before they reported the child missing, he saw the couple drive past his car. Edward Holmes stated that he noticed the deputy but did not stop for help. The couple stated that the foster child was being punished by being forced to stand in the corner for hitting an animal when she ran away. They advised she had previously tried to kill a cat and feed live birds to a dog. That doesn't even sound real. While at home, Edward Holmes asked the deputy to come inside and confirm the house was in good living conditions. The deputy noticed the house was messy and had several animals inside. The irony. He's trying to make it seem like he's a good guy, and then you walk into that house that probably smelled like country ass and told on himself, trying to be a cute son of a gun. Trying to mime a language. Edward Holmes explained the things in the child's bedroom as her having recently been grounded and having her belongings taken from her as punishment. As the deputy left, he told Elizabeth Holmes that she should respond to the Carrollton Police Department. Both Edwards, who was 43, and Elizabeth Holmes, who was 42, were arrested less than a week later. Arrested alongside them, let me get their faces up on the screen, were Edward John Holmes, who's 24, Andrew Dale Holmes, who's 23. I don't know which one is which. It don't matter. They both look stupid and slow. And Brianna Kayla Holmes, who's 21, who's right there in the bottom center. Their charges include Elizabeth Amelia Holmes was charged with 5 counts of cruelty to children, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. Edward Dale Holmes was charged with 4 counts of cruelty to children, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. Edward John Holmes charged with 3 counts of cruelty to children, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. Andrew Dale Holmes charged with 3 counts of cruelty to children, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. And Brianna Kayla Holmes charged with 3 counts of child cruelty, 1 count of false imprisonment, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. I don't know why they couldn't have condensed that. Anyway, but the arrest report states that most of the child's injuries were superficial, but the sheriff's office has not released details on how she received those injuries. But I can only imagine probably what this baby done went through. But let me give you guys the fair usage and let me let you hear the news videos. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
And tonight, we're going to be uncovering a story that may be really difficult for some of our viewers to hear.
5 people in the same family are now charged with child abuse in Carroll County, and police only found out about the alleged abuse after one of the foster children ran away and was able to talk to police.
One of the foster children? But it makes me wonder if they had more kids under this roof, but they said one.
Caitlin Ross has this exclusive story tonight.
I feel like everybody in their family has let them down.
Ashley Halsey knows the children who were abused personally. They were the victims of another abuse case she investigated a few years ago when their biological mother was arrested.
They are the most precious, sweet, even with everything they've been through.
She says what they allegedly went through is horrific. The kids were in foster care with their uncle, his wife, and their 3 adult children who live in the home in Carrollton.
The victim that ran away that day, said that she had to eat out of the dog bowls because she was withheld food.
Arrest warrants allege the children were under constant video surveillance in the home. They were allegedly not allowed to shower or bathe for weeks on end and were routinely denied food and water.
There was one video where the male child is in his bedroom. The only thing that's in the bedroom is the bed, him, and a bucket for him to go to the bathroom in.
One of the children told investigators he was forced to drink from that bucket because he was denied water for so long. When police started interviewing the family about what happened, the warrants say they admitted to what they called disciplining the children.
Those individuals said, yes, we did withhold food from them.
The punishments allegedly went on for months before the 5 family members were arrested and the children removed.
They are separated, unfortunately. That's heartbreaking too, that these kids are separated.
Halsey says she doesn't know what will happen with the court case, but she has hope for the children's future.
We are just really hoping and praying that they're going to make it through this and that they're going to find a loving home that can show them what a real family unit is.
And new tonight in Carroll County, 5 family members have been charged in a horrific case of child abuse.
As Fox 5's Denise Dillon reports, the investigation began when one child escaped.
A young girl escaped from the home that's just down this road. She was able to find someone who took her to the police station. That's where she told them what was happening to her and her brother and sister.
Very brave, very brave.
Carroll County investigators say 3 siblings were being fostered by the family who lives in this house. Earlier this summer, one of the children ran away from the home and told police she and her brother and sister were being abused.
It's a very heartbreaking case.
According to arrest warrants, the teenage girl was forced to carry a book bag filled with bricks as she was made to clean baseboards as punishment, and food was often withheld.
The victim that ran away actually said that she had to eat out of the dog's bowl to be able to get food.
Y'all hear this? Eating out of a dog's bowl? Seriously?
weeks as she was made to clean baseboards as punishment, and food was often withheld.
The victim that ran away actually said that she had to eat out of the dog's bowl to be able to get food. Said that she had to eat out of the dog's bowl to be able to.
That's sick, man. A dog's bowl
was often withheld.
The victim that ran away actually said that she had to eat out of the dog's bowl to be able to get food.
Investigators say there were cameras throughout the house, and according to warrants, the teenage boy was placed under surveillance camera for hours at a time in a sparse room.
A mattress and a bucket. He'd be locked in his room for hours on end and would have to use the bathroom in the bucket.
The foster parents, Edward and Elizabeth Holmes, were arrested on a number of felonies, including child abuse. Their adult children, Brianna, Edward Jr., and Andrew, who also lived in the home, were also arrested for aiding in committing child abuse.
At no time when the parental figures were out of the home did any other adult in the home try to nurture the children or get help for the children or provide for the children.
All three siblings are now in other foster homes and are said to be doing well. In Carroll County, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
All right, man, we're going to just go ahead and end this by just saying, look, you know, these people clearly only had this kid to collect benefits from these foster children who don't have a choice but to go wherever they're sent. And for them to be subjected to this, and I can only imagine what else these 5 individuals probably did. And some of the stuff I'm probably sure we don't want to know. But hopefully they can use it in court. And if this child is able to articulate themselves enough, then maybe they can get them charged with more as the court process goes. I'd say they need to at least get maybe 25 years in prison. 25 years would be pretty good enough to really teach these people a lesson. Some people might think that's a little bit too harsh, but I think that we should have a very harsh message when it comes to not only messing with children, but especially messing with foster children, because like I say, they are not underneath their biological DNA family's roof. So they're even more vulnerable. But I think that, like I said, give them 25 years apiece. I'm definitely not going to cry for them. Are you? I certainly hope not. But let's pray for the safety and well-being and the sanity of that child who was able to run away, and thank goodness that they were able to get away for safety and somebody was there to take care of them. So thank you guys so much for listening to the story with an open mind and an open heart. Thank you.